everyone, and welcome to Sharpness Gaming, and today we're back with some more NPCC. I do not know what week this is, but we are up against Jacob, as always, in the Green Bay Pikachus once again. So, if you guys didn't know, Jacob, as always, has whomped us the last two times that we've battled him, but when we battled him in the NPCC, the first time we won, so let's take that back and win this time. Now, it's been a while because Jacob actually called for a week off for the NPCC, so I actually don't remember what half of my team is. Like, I know what Pokemon they are, I'm just not sure what they're sped corrupt to do and stuff, because I built them last week, so I think he did it on purpose. Not really, but it should be interesting, for sure. And so it might take a little bit longer while I'm doing calcs and stuff. So just bear with me on that, guys. Bear with me on that. But if you didn't see, we brought Excadrill, Tyranitar, Xurkitree, Stoutland, Volcarona, and Trevenant. And Jacob brought Manaphy. Manaphy. I've got too much shirt. Axelgore. Delmise. Arcanine, Persian, Alolan Persian that is, and Nidoqueen, and I wrote all of these way too close together. So I'm thinking Manaphy might have Rain Dance. I did do a lot of calcing against Manaphy and even Alolan Persian and stuff too, and Axelgore, so we should be good, but what does he want to lead with? Either Nidoqueen or Manaphy, I would assume. Nidoqueen or Manaphy. My Xurkitree does have Hidden Power Ice, but I don't know that I want Xurkitree going up against Nidoqueen. We could even go Volcarona. We could go Excadrill. We could go so many things. But I do believe I'm going to go Gojira. We do have Choice Scarf Tyranitar this week, so I want to try and make him think we're not Choice Scarf, you know what I'm saying? Because I have not brought Choice Scarf Tyranitar. I have brought Bulky Tyranitar every week, so I'm hoping that's what he's going to think I am. Unfortunately, I can't hit the Manaphy at all, because I do have Stone Edge, Ice Punch, Super Power, and Iron Head. I mean, Stone Edge will do okay damage. He's going to bring the Flash, who is probably Axelgore. I'll say you. So I don't believe I outspeed this thing. Yeah, I don't think I could get Tyranitar to outspeed him, unfortunately. And I have to go Stone Edge. It's the only thing that KOs here. He's going to set up his spikes. That's fine by me. That's fine by me. Just hit your Stone Edge. Yeah! Bah! And that will bring him down to Sash, and then he will faint to Sandstorm. So Axelgore already done. That's perfect. That is perfect. Probably thought I was going to try and set up Stealth Rocks, but nah, son. Nah, son. I'll get rid of that Axelgore right away. No more spikes for you. Alright, so he's got one layer of spikes, so I'm fine with that. I should be fine with that. I don't have any Focus Sash, so I don't have any Focus Sash. So let's see, Izzy is going to come out, who is the Persian Per. I just don't know what this Persian thinks it can do to me, you know? Maybe like Parting Shot, Fur Coat. Superpower would do a lot, but unfortunately I don't have Superpower. Or I do have Superpower, but I'm not locked into it, that's what I should be saying. I could go Excadrill. Why did I say cock? Why did I just say cock? That's crazy. Alright. Excadrill. Ooh. My earbuds are falling out. I need to put both of them in. Alright. I can't hear myself talk now. Undercover. How much does Foul Play do? Too much. Too much. We just bring in Volk here. We're just bringing Volcarona. I didn't even do calcs. I should have. Mothra. We had all the kaiju today. It's gonna go Pardon Shot. That's fine. That's fine. The attack's gonna fall. Special attack's gonna fall. It's unfortunate. but I can also just set up my quivers. My quibs. I don't have Bug Buzz Dingo. Who's Dingo? Oh, you feisty Dingo. Arcanine. Now, does Arcanine get any Rock-type moves? It doesn't really matter because I only have Fire and Grass-type moves, so it's not even worth setting up on Arcanine. I could go Excadrill. He probably expects my Tyranitar to come in, right? Because he can go for a fighting type move here. Let's see. Xurkitree. How well do you come in? Livewire. Is this my Livewire I need? Yeah, it's the Assault Vest Livewire. Arcanine with Close Combat. Because that's what I think he goes for here, right? Close Combat does... Ooh, that is quite a bit. You know, I'm gonna roost. I just want to see what this Arcanine wants to do. Because I don't really have a switch in. So let's see what the Arcanine does. Toxic! Toxic Arcanine, huh? Right, so he seems to be a little bit bulkier, so I wonder if he even has close combat then. He's taking Sandstorm damage. We have seen Parting Shot on the Persian. It doesn't look like he has leftovers. Yeah, he doesn't have leftovers. What does Arcanine want to do to me? How many turns of sand do we have left? We have 2 more turns of sand. I'm going to switch in Stoutland, because I think we need Stoutland the least. That's the only reason I'm switching in Stoutland. Bark, bark. Get hurt by spikes. Gonna go for another Toxic. Okay, that's fine then. I could have brought in Excadrill there, but I'm just so afraid of that close combat, you know. That Dingo's gonna take some Sandstorm damage. Now the only thing is this Dhelmise can come in pretty easily on me. Oh, 100%. Yeah, the Dhelmise definitely comes in on me right now, right? So we predict that. My Tyranitar doesn't have any Dark-type moves, though. And we switch... I'm switching back to Volcarona for a few reasons. I think Dhelmise comes in here, and also if he tries to Toxic again, I don't know why he would, maybe close combat, Volcarona will take it the best. Alright, that feisty Dingo's getting out of here. Clinton Dix, that's the Dhelmise, yep. We gotta get rid of this Dhelmise. We gotta get rid of this Dhelmise somehow. I could just predict the Arcanine to come back in, but he's going to have some Fire-type move, right? Or some... Wait, what am I trying to say? Because he had Intimidate, right? I should have wrote that down. I'm going to go for the Fiery Dance just because... just in case he stays in. And if he's not Flash Fire Arcanine, we get a little Chippy Chew on him. He's going to withdraw. For Dingo, yep. For that crikey Dingo. It is Intimidate Arcanine, so that's good to know. Intimidate. Okay, that doesn't do terrible damage, actually. That doesn't do terrible damage, actually. So now, does he Toxic again? Or what do we think he does here? I'm going to bring the Stellant again. Because again, I don't necessarily need the Stellant. I mean, its Facade's going to be doing a lot of damage now. It has Facade with Choice Band. But I think we need him the least. Arcanine does have Morning Sun as well. It does have the Morning Sun as well. We gotta get past the Arcanine and the Dhelmise, and that's gonna be a problem. I mean, the Dhelmise isn't necessarily a problem, it's just that Stoutland can't do anything to it. So I guess I'll go for Facade, just to see if he switches into Dhelmise here. He doesn't! Facade's gonna hurt. Bop! Boom! Arcanine's down. That's perfect. We're already up. We're already up 6-4. That's perfect. Whew, Stoutland. Stoutland gets KOs Arcanine, that feisty dingo. Then Asselgore, Sand. So I don't know if Tyranitar necessarily gets that kill because he set up the Sand. That's something I'll have to look into. That's perfect. Just going for the Facade, expecting him to expect us to switch again. Yes! Got him! Hashtag got him. So I mean, if I was him, I'd bring the Dhelmise in again, right? It's just what you do. It's just what you do. If he doesn't, I just Facade again. He goes Izzy of the Persian. So maybe Parting Shots here? Well, if he does Parting Shot, I'm just going to bring in Trevenant. Because I'm expecting him to Parting Shot, so he can either get a good switch in, or he can go straight to Dhelmise if I stay in. But my Trevenant... Oh, goes for Foul Play. Oh, no. Ouch. That does hurt. We do have Citrus Berry. I kind of need to keep my Trevenant alive. I harvest, so I get to eat again. So now we're looking real clean. I did find out that you can harvest if you switch out. I think we need to switch out. I can't take another Foul Play like that. I'm going to switch in the Mothra. I'm going to switch in Volcarona. Because if he Parting Shots, you'd have to go into Nidoqueen or Manaphy. But I think he just Foul Plays again. Yeah. So we should have a chance to burn him here. Yes, there's the Flame Body. Perfect. So we've seen Foul Play, Parting Shot on this Persian. We're going to get hurt a little bit by Toxic, which isn't great for us. But what I can do is just Quiver here. I'm going to Quiver in my boots. That way, if he goes for Parting Shot, you're going to just actually straight up withdraw for Banshira. That's Nidoqueen. So I go for Quiver. Okay, I need to bring out my calculations here. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm just flying off the handle. I'm getting too excited. Okay, Mothra versus Nidoqueen. Showdown usage 50. So even we should outspeed even timid Choice Scarf Nidoqueen now. And Fiery Dance does a butt ton of damage. So let's just go for Fiery Dance here. Let's just go for that Fiery Dance. Get a butt ton. Ooh, that might be a Sulfast Nidoqueen with Dragon Tail. Ooh. I see you, Nidoqueen. Who comes out, though? Be somebody good. Trevenant. Boy. Harvest. We got the Harvest. So we see Dragon Tail on the Nidoqueen. That's interesting. It's not something you typically see on a Nidoqueen, so I wonder what other moves it has. I'm going to Will-O-Wisp it. I am going to Will-O-Wisp it. Just because it does have at least one physical move. So I wonder if it's all physical Nidoqueen. The Nidos do have a higher physical attack stat, so it's just that their move pool isn't as wide. I mean, even their move pool as physical attackers isn't terrible. It's just like Earthquake doesn't get the sheer force boost, I think is the main reason people don't use that, because they get all the punches and stuff. I'm gonna go for another Dragon Tail after getting burned, so it's just gonna swap me here. Eventually he's gonna get me into something I want, so... Gorgira is not what I mean, no, Gorgira is not bad. Let's go Tyranitar. Because we have Ice Punch. And this thing is burned. So he's kind of just... That's actually a perfect swap for me. I just Ice Punch this thing. I mean, it probably won't do as much as what it's selling me on here, because he seems to be a bulkier Nidoqueen than what I am taking him for. He probably has 252 in HP. So Ice Punch, it might still get him, depending on his defense investments. Because I think he might be Assault Vested. But it just set up my Sand again, so that means that my Excadrill and my Stoutland are looking really nice. Stoutland's not looking too great because Dhelmise is still around. But getting this Nidoqueen burned was really nice, as well as coming in on Tyranitar. I mean, the Persian can come in pretty nicely on it, as well as the Manaphy, because I'm choiced in the Ice Punch. He doesn't know that yet, but... Especially because we attacked an Axelgore, so he doesn't know we're Choice Scarf yet, so that's really cool. And we might be able to use that to our advantage later on in the game here. Later on in the game, we might be able to use that to our advantage. I just have to watch the time, because I have tickets to go see Power Rangers in 9:45. Luckily, the theater is like 2 feet from my house, but I don't want to be late. I don't want to be late to Power Rangers. Please, go Power Rangers. Come on. I mean, he's got to think, what do I do here, you know? He might have Earthquake. He's going to withdraw the Nidoqueen for Izzy, the Persian, who's going to take this little Ice Punch. It's also burned. We have 2 burned Mons on his field. I forgot about that. That does decent damage. Do I outspeed Persian with Choice Scarf? I can't remember if I was able to get that or not. 23. We should, right? I'm going to Ice Punch again. I'm going to reveal that we're Choice Scarfed and get rid of this Persian. Because this Persian's not a huge deal. It's just an annoyance. Damn it, he's still faster. So the Persian is faster than us. I wonder if it's Choice Scarf Persian then. It might be Choice Scarf Persian. That's why he switched. That's why he used. That's why he didn't Parting Shot. He just went straight for Foul Play. So that is a Choice Scarf Persian. All right. Good to know. A-Rod. That must be the Manaphy. Yeah. Ice Punch it. Does little to no damage. Gets buffeted by the Sandstorm. Manaphy. Now here's the problem. This Manaphy. Because it can Tail Glow here. It could set up its Rain. I'm definitely switching. I could switch into Volk. But that's just asking for trouble. I could also switch into like Trevenant. That's asking to get Ice Beamed. I'm gonna go Trevenant. I'm gonna do it, because I'm a fool. Because I'm a fool. Alright, Trevenant. Or Trevenant, however you kids want to say it these days. Alright. So unfortunately, not down low enough. He's gonna Tail Glow. So he might not have Rain then. Tail Glow. Trevenant. No Harvest. I Horn Leech, but he just Ice Beams and knocks us out here. As long as he has Ice Beam, that is. But this does mean that my Excadrill can come in and just drop this Manaphy if he wants to stay in. So, there is that. There is that. That is the nice thing. That's why I would figure he'd go Rain, because my Excadrill can always just come in on him. I could have just switched an Excadrill there, but I figured he might set up Rain. So he can't really set up Rain here either, though. I mean, he could. Not really though, because Horn Leech just does so much damage. It doesn't knock him out, unfortunately, but it does do a ton of damage, so there is that. There is that. So he's got to decide. He's got to decide quick, so I'm not late for my movie. Come along now, come along. Because if he doesn't go for the attack here, and it has to be Ice Beam, well, it could be Psychic. I think a Psychic would get us from here. Dazzling Gleam. Is that able to get me? Oh, I live, and we get a big Horn Leech off. Bah! It's going to do so much damage, and that should ensure that I survive the following turn. Oh, maybe not, unless we harvest. We need to harvest. Sandstorm subsides, harvest. Damn it! So he can knock us out here. I definitely go for another Horn Leech. I have to let Trevenant go down here. I can't switch in on a Dazzling Gleam. I mean, I could to Excadrill, but then he just kills me the following turn. Yep, Dazzling Gleam. Okay. That should kill us. Trevenant! He tried so hard. Tried so hard, but you did what you needed to. Feints to Manaphy with Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling G. Tyranitar has superpower. So Manaphy, base speed of 100. Jesus Moses. We have to go into Tyranitar here. We have to go into Tyranitar. And I can't rely on Stone Edge is the thing. I mean, I could. But it wouldn't be a good idea. But do we always have good ideas? No, we don't. Oops! Time to wake up. I went for superpower, by the way. I forgot to turn those off. Better turn my other ones off. Alright, so I went for superpower. So the only safe switch he has here is going into Dhelmise. Okay, he didn't know I was Scarfed. Perfect. So good thing his Persian was Scarfed, because otherwise he would have known we were Scarfed and switched out. So Manaphy's gone. Tyranitar KOs Manaphy. So Tyranitar possibly has 2 KOs, or just 1, depending on how Sand KOs work. So he definitely switches in Dhelmise here. There's no reason not to. So I don't need my Xurkitree anymore. Yeah, we definitely bring in Xurkitree here. We don't need it anymore. Because it can't really do anything. So might as well just bring it in here. Get rid of it. I'd rather sack Mons off that we don't need to be sure we have safe switch-ins later than try and bring in like Excadrill and get killed or something. Because his power is going to hurt. And I think it could KO us, actually. It should KO us. Oh, we live. But we do take Sandstorm damage, and we survive on that 5 hit point. He has leftovers. He has Power Whip and leftovers. So I definitely Choice Scarf myself an Ice Punch with Tyranitar now. I go ahead and power Ice with the Zerk. Oh, he's going to protect. You cheap little son of a gun. He's going to make me knock myself out to Sand. But that means he doesn't... None of his Pokemon gets a point off of Xurkitree. Xurkitree. Alright, and that should mean Sandstorm... Oh, I have Volcarona still. I just bring in Volcarona and Fiery Dance anything that wants to come in. Yeah. Alright. I go for the Fiery Dance. I could go for Roost to be safe, but I just go Fiery Dance. He might sack off his Persian here. But again, I should be fine. Because I just have to make sure my Sand goes away, and then I can bring my Tyranitar in to set it up once again, and then Ice Punch for the rest of the game. Because the Nidoqueen cannot outspeed me. The Persian can, but I think he brings the Persian in here because he doesn't want his Dhelmise to take a Fiery Dance. He could try and double protect on me, but I don't think that's his best play. If he gets it, it's really good for him, but if he doesn't get it, then he gets hit by a Fiery Dance, and this Dhelmise is going to be doing the most work for him right now. Just moving my ostrich egg to check my time. Alright. So Protect and Power Whip. I don't know Dhelmise's moveset. I don't know if it gets a rock type move or not. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point because Volcarona is so low. But yep, he's gonna withdraw it for Persian. For Banshira. That's an interesting switch in. I could have gotten a nice roost off on him, but we'll just Fiery Dance here. Sandstorm is going to hurt, and then Toxic knocks us out, I think. I don't know, after Leftovers, does Toxic knocks us out? Knocks us? Oh, we survive for another turn. Burn on the Nidoqueen. I think I try and Roost here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to Roost. Because I don't know if the Nidoqueen has anything for me. So I'm going to Roost up on him. Yeah. I Roost up. If he has Rock Slide, we definitely faint. But if he doesn't, he has Earth Power, so it's a mixed Nidoqueen. Do we survive this? Ooh, we do. Sandstorm does subside, so that's going to help us a lot with our health. But Toxic's going to keep racking up on us, so we went Earth Power. I could always sack off my Stoutland here. I think that's what we do, boys. Yeah, switch in Stoutland. Because I'd rather have Volcarona to fight the Dhelmise than the Stoutland. The Stoutland can't do anything to to Dhelmise, so we definitely bring in Stoutland. Gets hurt by spikes. Earth Power should knock us out. And if not, the Poison will. So that's a point for Arcanine. So Arcanine got its revenge. Okay, and we set up our Sandstorm once again with the Tyranitar. I mean, we don't need the Sandstorm for speed anymore, because the Nidoqueen we found out is really slow. The Dhelmise is going to be really slow. The Persian has to decide what it wants to do. So I guess we kind of rely on the Persian, but I think the Persian might come in here to take this Ice Punch. Because we just Ice Punch the rest of the game with Tyranitar. I don't care what is in. We Ice Punch it. We Ice Punch it. Ice Punch it. Come on, Tyranitar. This choice of Tyranitar is really coming through. Gonna withdraw the Nidoqueen for Persian. I don't think Persian takes Ice Punch from here, so I'm gonna write down KOs. Yeah. KO's Persian. So now all of his Pokemon should underspeed me, unless that was Choice Scarf Nidoqueen with Dragon Tail. Okay, the Dhelmise will come in here. It's going to take an Ice Punch, which is going to do big damage. Not as much as I'd like it to. He's going to go for Anchor Shot. Is that a Steel-type move? I think it is. Ow! So we do faint to the Dhelmise. Now... Well, let's see. Tyranitar. I want to see. He's a little bit bulky in the physical side, so what can Excadrill do to it? I am Groundium Z Excadrill. Unfortunately. Yeah, Iron Head I don't think gets it, so I have to go Volcarona here. I have to go Volcarona. I definitely Roost. Because he switches in a Nidoqueen here, right? So I can get as much damage out. Yep. He switches in the Nidoqueen because he wants me to take as much Sandstorm and Toxic damage, so that's why I heal myself up here. Perfect. I do take Sandstorm and Toxic, but we should be around 50% after the Leftovers. And then Nidoqueen will take burn damage. And then Fiery Dance should get it from here. That is the hope, at least. That is the hope, at least. Needle Queen. Queen! I don't actually... He's a bulkier Queen. We've seen that, at least. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to rely on Giga Drain taking it out. Oops, I have my pen point out. So I'm going to Fiery Dance. I should be able to get the Needle Queen. Oh my god, it just misses. So now he gets an Earth Power off. Fuck! I mean, we should still survive the turn. Yeah, we should definitely still survive the turn. Needle Queen takes its burn damage, and it faints, so that's a point for Trevenant. KO's Needle Queen. And now we do have to remember this Dhelmise has Protect, and he 100% goes for it here. 100% goes for it here. So I could Roost. How many turns of Sandstorm are left? This is the last turn, so I'm going to Roost here. He just can't predict that and attack me. He attacked me, son of a bitch. If I would have went for Fiery Dance there, would have been game. It depends on what this Dhelmise can do, I guess. Shadow Claw, he might burn himself too. Burn yourself, Flame. Yes! Get him, Volcarona. Sandstorm subsides. We should have enough health to survive still. And especially with that Dhelmise being burned, that's really going to help. Because it helps counteract the leftovers. It doesn't 100% counteract it. But it does help whittle him down. And he can't really do much to my Excadrill now, which is nice. So, I could just Fiery Dance. I'm going to Roost again. I expect him to Protect now. Because he needs to. Right? Yes. Called it! So Volcarona should be able to pick up the Dhelmise now. Yeah, I really didn't have a reason not to Roost there. Because even if he knocked out Volcarona, he wouldn't be able to knock out Volcarona this turn, for one, because he's burned now. And for two, even if he was able to somehow, Excadrill should be able to win out the game because he is burned. So, Excadrill didn't even hit the field today, so, I mean, this Dhelmise could still survive. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, I'm a Fiery Dance in his face. And we did get the boost. He tried to go for Double Protect. I mean, even if he did, Toxic wouldn't have taken me out from there, so. That's definitely going to KO the Dhelmise, and that's going to be a GG no re, keeping our NPCC wins against Jacob alive. We do what we do up in here. Ooh. So, anyway, guys, I forgot to mention, we are the Minnesota Wild Charge. So GG to Jacob, as always, and the Green Bay Pikachus. Be sure to go check out his side of the battle. Link for his channel will be in the description below. He's a really great battler. As you saw there, it was a close one. So usually he mops us, or it's really close. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week. Be sure to join us then. Thank you for stopping by. Stay sharp, everyone, and go Wild Charge!